There's also growing concern about what will happen after Election Day. The president still refuses to say whether he will accept the results of the election if he loses. NBC News reports Trump sowing doubt among his followers, appearing to be writing some Trump supporters echoed incorrect or evidence-free claims made by the president recently, such as ballots are going out that omit just Trump's name. That's not true. Or being sold. No evidence for this claim. Or being dumped in a river. Not accurate. Joining us right now is Susan Del Percio, Republican strategist and senior advisor for the Lincoln Project, and Wendy Osefo, who is a Democratic strategist and professor of the education at Johns Hopkins University. Okay, so I've laid out some facts there, but the president is still kind of sowing some doubt. Listen to what he had to say in Arizona.
Today, the fake Washington Post, ABC. Now, you'd think they'd come out that he's 4 down, he's 5 down. 17 down in Wisconsin. I don't think so. I had the same fraudsters here. 4 years ago, they had me 12 down a week before the election, right? The biggest problem we have is if they cheat with the ballots. That's my biggest problem. That's the only thing I worry about. If they cheat with the ballots, right? If they cheat with the ballots, and, they did find some in a garbage can from the military.
Again, a lot of that hasn't been verified whatsoever. And there is some reporting this morning that the president might continue doing rallies well after the election. Is he, in essence, laying the groundwork there to challenge the results of the election, Wendy?
Absolutely. I think he is trying to sow doubt and legitimize any of the results that come out on election night if and when he is not declared victorious. And I think that this is problematic. This is going to continue to deepen the divide in our nation that's already fragile. Right now, we need someone who's going to bring us together and say, regardless of what the outcome may be, whatever it is, we have to have some sort of accountability and believe that the American democracy stands still. But unfortunately, Donald Trump in his rallies continues to use this divisive rhetoric to sow doubt and, make claims that are unwarranted, and is deeply disturbing.
That article that Susan that I was talking about also quotes at least one Trump supporter who says, if the president loses, I think it'll be complete fraud, voter fraud. There's so much voter fraud happening. She said that she doesn't believe he could legitimately get fewer votes than his opponent. She says, let's look at the crowds. She said Joe Biden barely gets any. What do you make of this? I mean, go ahead.
It's really hard to respond to that. And I just like to say happy Saturday before Election Day. It's our final Saturday, which is nice. So
yeah, it's a holiday.
Yeah, exactly. But, Candace, I think, the first thing that came to mind when you were reading that was, wow, Donald Trump cheats on his wife. Donald Trump cheats on his taxes. So who would be likely to try and cheat this election? Donald Trump. So let's put the cheater in the cheating category there. On top of that, it just goes to show seriously how little this man has grown into the presidency. This is the president of the United States. He is trying to undermine our democratic, free and fair elections. That is disgraceful. And that's what the American public is turning on. When we see why Donald Trump is losing seniors, is losing suburban women, these are all results of his behavior and these rallies and these nonsensical things he says, the lies he says. So people are on to him. They know he is what he is, and that's not good enough to be president of the United States.
Wendy, go ahead, Wendy. Thought you wanted to weigh in, but I wanted to get your take on this, because both of you, for this matter, because this nation obviously is more divided than I have at least seen it since being here. Could this election, do you get a sense at all there's anything from this election that could either throw more fuel to it or be more unifying?
I mean, that's a good question. I think it has to start from the top. I think that, Donald Trump always has this language where he says America first, but all he has done has shown us that it's all about Trump first. He puts himself first. We look at the pandemic. We look at the fact that there are millions of Americans, who have been affected by COVID-19. He doesn't take any responsibility for that. We look at social injustice issues in this country. The fact that he's blaming people who are protesting instead of looking at the cause for why these people are protesting. It really comes from the top. This nation is going to operate based on the language, the rhetoric, the behavior, the responsibility, the maturity of its leader. And if you have a leader that does not have that sense of responsibility, that does not take ownership in their actions, then yes, we're going to be more divided. I think that Biden will come in here and try to heal the nation because he sees that we are currently on the brink of despair. And that is the difference. It all starts at the top.
Wendy, Susan, I got to go. One word answer. Will we know by next Saturday when we're talking who the next president will be?
Yes. Biden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We have the tape. Susan Del Percio and